Vitamino C.
O kam reikalingas vitaminas C žmogaus sveikatai?
Vitaminas C yra labai svarbus organinis junginys mūsų sveikatai. Jis kitaip yra vadinamas askorbu ir yra labai svarbus mūsų imuniniai sistemai.
Kas yra vitaminas C?
Jis padeda žmonėms, kurie serga kraujospūdžio ligomis, kurie turi diabetą, taip pat padeda įsisavinti geriau geležį, bet dažniausiai apie jį prisimename tik tuomet, kai susergame.
O kur daugiausiai vitamino C?
Daugiausiai yra maisto produktuose.
Kokiuose vaisiuose yra daugiausia vitamino C?
Daugiausiai yra citrusiniuose vaisiuose, tai būtų apelsinė, greipfrutė, taip pat kyviuose, obuoliuose, paprikose.
Vitaminas C gali būti kenksmingas?
Kaip ir daugybė dalykų, jeigu per daug suvartosite, tai gali būti kenksmingas, galite pasijusti blogai, pasireikš pykinimas. Dabar, kai jau sužinojome, kas yra vitaminas C, kokia jo nauda žmogui, noriu paklausti jūsų, kaip manote, kur vitamino C yra daugiau, citrusiniuose vaisiuose ar obuolyje? Skyrė, siūlau pažiūrėti šį filmuką, kad sužinotume, kas buvote teisūs.
Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, is a water-soluble vitamin that can be found in fruits, vegetables, and medicine. Also, ascorbic acid can be synthesized by most plants and mammals. However, due to mutations in human body, our organism cannot synthesize vitamin C. Thus, it is an essential nutrient. Vitamin C has an ability to reduce toxins in the organism and thus maintains immune system. A titration is a method of analysis that allows to determine the precious endpoint of a reaction and therefore the precious quantity of reactant in the titration flask. We chose to titrate 4 different kinds of fruits: 2 samples of Lithuanian home apples, 1 sample of Italian golden apple, and a fresh orange from Spain. Our research question was, how does the concentration of vitamin C differ among several species of apples we could find in early springtime in Lithuania, and a sample of a fresh orange this year yield from Spain. We thought that the largest concentration of vitamin C will be in Lithuanian apples. Safety and ethics. The iodine solution that was used in the experiment stained skin and the clothing, so the gloves and lab coat was used for the precautions. Furthermore, after experiment was done, the content in the Erlenmeyer flask was poured in the sink that is used for the waste products of the experiments. It is adjusted and is environmentally friendly. Materials: graduate pipette, 25 ml and 10 ml. Burette, lab ring stand with clamps kit. Funnel, laboratory mortar and pestle, electric wrench, beaker, volumetric flask, Erlenmeyer flask, iodide. Methods: first, preparation of iodine solution. The 5% iodine solution was bought from the local pharmacy and diluted with 35 ml of distilled water. Hence, 1 ml of iodine solution will be equal to 0.88 grams of ascorbic acid in the solution. 2. Preparation of starch solution. For the preparation of 1% of the starch solution, we used 1 gram of the potato starch to dissolve in cold water and later to add to boiling distilled water. The solution was prepared in the water bath and left to cool down. 3. Preparation of fruit sample solution. The apples were grated. The mashed apple sample was placed into plastic weighing cup and weighted. The cup without the fruit sample then was weighted in order to calculate the exact mass of the sample, which will be used in the titration. 20 grams of each apple sample were placed into laboratory mortar, some hydrochloric acid added, and the sample mashed with a pestle. After 5 minutes, the sample placed into 100 milliliter volumetric flask for preparation of solution. The 100 milliliters volumetric flask in the fruit sample was then diluted with distilled water. The water was poured until it reached gradation mark. After that, the volumetric flask was stuffed with a special cup and gently shaken for the better ascorbic acid distribution into water. The orange was squeezed out. 20 grams of the orange juice were diluted to 100 milliliter with distilled water to get a solution for a titration. 4. Standardization of iodine and vitamin C. The 25 milliliters burette used for this titration firstly was rinsed with distilled water. Then it was attached to the laboring stand with clamp kit and received few drops of standardized iodine solution. Then it was filled with iodine solution. 5 milliliters of the fruit sample solution were taken by pipette, added some drops of 1% starch solution, and then the 50 milliliters Erlenmeyer flask was placed under the burette and the white paper was placed under the Erlenmeyer flask. Here you can see the results of our experiment. To calculate how many vitamin C actually is in these fruits, we used a very simple formula. As I mentioned before, 1 milliliter of iodine solution was equal to 0.88 milligrams of vitamin C. Here you can see calculations of vitamin C in orange from Spain, the golden apple from Italy, and Lithuanian home apples. We found out that orange from Spain has the largest concentration of vitamin C. It was really interesting to do this experiment, and I hope it was interesting to you too to listen how we did it. Thank you for your attention.
Taigi, kur vitaminas C yra daugiausia? Kaip ir supratote iš filmuko, nebūtina gerti vitaminą C tablečių pavidalą. Galima jo rasti ir įvairiose vaisiuose. Taigi, jeigu norite būti sveiki, įtraukite vaisių, kurie turi vitaminą C į savo valgiaraštį.